Hey guys, this is the finale of the top 10 of the best Halloween films, ranking them from worst to best. Uh, Basically, there's two spots remaining. And if you don't know it by now, it should be the first two movies. So number two is the original Halloween that was made in 1978, which was directed by John Carpenter. Basically, this movie shows a young Michael Myers at the age of 6 killing his sister with a kitchen knife, and in turn sent him to a uh, Warren County Smiths Grove, which is an institution for psychos. Basically, he was there for 15 years. Um, in which place he turned 21 when he broke out of the Warren County Smiths Grove to find his sister. Um, Basically, his sister is Laurie Strode, which is Jamie Lee Curtis, which people remember her for this film and for Halloween 2 because of how well she did. Um, this movie was one of the first slasher films, um, well, after the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you know. But basically, this film revolved around Laurie Strode's, being a teenager, going to school, hanging out with a couple of friends, becoming a babysitter to a very young Tommy Doyle. Um, One of her friends is also a babysitter, Annie. She babysits Lindsay Wallace. Um, and at the same night, Michael Myers comes home, um, finds Laurie Strode, kills all of her friends, only leaving Laurie Strode and the two little kids. Um, so we don't know what really happened until Dr. Loomis, which is the doctor for Michael Myers, and he ends up blaming himself for his whole incident. He let him escape the Warren County Smiths Grove. Um, so he does all he can just to find Michael Myers, hopefully either killing him or send him back. Um, excuse me. Um, and the end of the movie ended up being Dr. Loomis finding Michael Myers, uses 6 shots with a gun, 1 shot to the head, 5 gunshots to the chest, in which Michael Myers falls off a second level balcony to the ground, in which Dr. Loomis goes over the balcony, looks over the balcony, and Michael Myers disappears. So freaking Laurie Strode goes to him, was that the boogeyman? And Dr. Loomis in turn goes, yes, yes, indeed, he was the boogeyman. Um, so, in which leads up to my number one of the top 10, which is Halloween 2. Movie came out in 1981, directed by Rick Rosenthal. Um, this movie takes place the same night as the first part, of October 31st, 1978. Basically, the ambulance picks up Laurie Strode, who is very severely injured from what happened to her from Michael Myers. Um, Basically, she has flashbacks of her being younger and showing her being adopted by the Strodes and visiting a young boy at the institution, which it was Michael Myers, and it shows that she is in fact the sister of Michael Myers. Um, Most of this movie took place at the Haddonfield Memorial Hospital, like 3/4 of the whole movie. Um, Basically, this movie also showed the one of the ambulance guys to be a guy that's friends with Laurie Strode by the name of Jimmy Lloyd. Jimmy Lloyd, who was if you haven't connected the dots yet, basically it was her and him having a child, which became Jimmy Lloyd. So that alternate universe kind of portrays again. Um, so basically, she's in the hospital, strapped in. Well, not really strapped in, but she was being medicated. Michael Myers didn't know about this until a radio station confirmed where she was. So he ends up going to the hospital, chases her around the hospital, kills everybody in sight. While this is going on, Dr. Loomis is in search of Michael Myers and why he's doing this. So he ends up going to a school, sees information, um, and his colleague Marion Chambers ends up with a cop trying to take Dr. Loomis um, in which Dr. Loomis did not go, and still in search of Laurie Strode and Michael Myers. So they end up going to the hospital and seeing what's going on. So it's only Dr. Loomis and Laurie Strode against Michael Myers in the hospital. It ends up Dr. Loomis blinding Michael Myers in a room with all these oxygen tanks, blinding him. So he's still swinging a knife, and Dr. Loomis is luring Laurie Strode out of that room. So he has a one of those lighters, and the whole room explodes, basically having Michael Myers, like his own mask is on fire and everything. He goes down, and Laurie Strode ends up surviving. Um, Basically, this movie was excellent. I love the way the director is trying to show like the emotions of Laurie Strode throughout this whole trauma. She was all traumatized and everything of the events that happened the same night for Halloween 1. So yeah, this is pretty much it. This is the end of my top 10. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I rushed through. I'm sorry. I would like to have more information on each film, but I didn't. Only because I wanted to rush through it. I'm more of the Friday the 13th guy than I am Halloween. But I did this for a friend. I hope he likes it. Hope he enjoys this. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.